Today we're going to be talking about the Ruger American Gen 2, and it is an upgrade from the Gen 1. There's a lot of good features on this that I really do like, but it does have a couple of shortfalls. This gun actually is chambered in 41 Great Lakes. It has a 16-inch barrel. This is a Douglas barrel. It's been rebarreled and chambered for 41 Great Lakes, which is a unique cartridge that we're coming out with here shortly. But what I found was, what I don't like about this stock on the Gen 2 is it's kind of flimsy. If you look up here near the fore end, if you listen to this, you can hear that thing hitting the barrel. And if I set this down, if I rest this on the edge of my deer blind or something, likely it's going to touch the barrel. I have very little pressure against it and it'll touch the barrel. And so what we found is, some situations you shoot and you're shooting just fantastic. This gun is just a good shooter. And then other times it just doesn't seem to shoot quite as good. And I think some of that's due to the stock, especially the fore end up here. And there's ways to stiffen this up, but I decided to go a different route. What I decided to do was pick up an MDT light sniper system chassis. So this thing is unbelievable. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. I've got the skeletonized buttstock on the back. It's highly adjustable. I can adjust the cheek piece. I can adjust the tilt of this. I can also adjust this up and down. This is a very nice setup right here, and I can't wait to use it. And it's very easy to install. We're going to walk you through that today. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take out the two screws on the bottom side of the magazine well. This holds in the action. There's one in the front of the magazine well and one right behind it. The one right behind it, you actually need to take out the drift pin. You have to pop that out of there so that you can get to it. There's a little latch where your latch is. Take that out using a small Allen wrench or a small screwdriver, and you can tap that drift pin right out of there. And be careful so you don't lose that spring in there. You can pop that right out of there, and once you get that popped out, you can take out that screw. It's two Allen heads. After you have those two out, you can literally pop this action right out of the stock, and you're ready to put it in the chassis. Once you get the action out of the original stock, all you have to do is drop it in the chassis, tighten up those screws, and then you're all set to go. The MDT chassis also comes with an ambidextrous latch that you're able to put in, drifting a pin back into it, very much the same as you took it out. So it's very easy to put this thing together, and once you put it together, you have no issues with the barrel touching the stock. That is the main thing that was the problem with this gun that I saw. I love the stock on this. It fits really well. It's actually adjustable in the back end so that when you have kids, you can adjust this thing down. But the problem is, when that barrel is touching up here in the front, you're just gonna have issues. So we'll shoot it, see how it does, and then take it to the field.
But it's a chance to try the new chassis on the Ruger American. I was unsatisfied with the stock, and so I switched it out the other day and shot it. I actually already shot 3 deer with it, and it shoots very good. It's shooting better than it ever has from stock from the factory. So very happy with it, shooting very well. I installed an ARCA rail right here. That MDT offers an ARCA rail that attaches right to an M-lock right here on the bottom on the fore end. So this thing goes all the way from here all the way down to the bottom, or all the way back to the barricade stop here. I've got it up on this tripod right now, so I can get down in the gun like that. It's nice and comfortable. I can move around. I can drop it right down, and the nice thing is I don't have to touch it. I can just leave it sit here. Yeah, it makes it, a little less challenging, but then again, when you're shooting 300 yards, it's still challenging, even if you've got a rest. So we'll see what happens today, but so far I am very impressed with this chassis. It's very adjustable right here in the cheek pad, and also the butt plate. The butt plate moves this way, it moves up and down. I can loosen this thing up, I can move it up and down. Right in the middle pretty much works for me. And then you can adjust the cant on your shoulder so it sits really nice. I've got it canted just a tad, but being able to adjust this cheek piece for the scope, move it front and back, move the length of pull so I can hand this to my girls. I can screw this all the way in, hand it to my girls, and my girls can shoot this even though they're 7 and 9 years old. So it works out really well. Very happy with this chassis so far. Another thing that I installed for myself is somewhere to attach the sling. Instead of doing your traditional sling studs like M-lock studs, I put in M-lock sling cups. So these are just quick detach sling cups. You can pop one in, pop it out real quick, and it makes it really nice. I've been going to that with all my rifles now. Recessed for most of them. On this one we use just M-lock. They're very cheap, they're very easy, easy to install, and they work really well when you're carrying your gun to and from the woods.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to my daddy's channel.